So here's my folder, Revity Node.js workshop. I think these two files are created. I wanted to do one thing. I want to write one more extra file. Can I write another file here? Let us give the name for that file as a bang.js. I really want to give the name for that file as a bang.js file. Yes, it's a bang.js file being created. Now I wanted to write such a kind of logic inside this bang.js file which will implement my requirement. This requirement, banking application using Node.js. So if it is not going to be Node.js application, that means this is a JavaScript file. Yes, I do have a JavaScript file here. Can you find JavaScript file here? Yes, I can see my JavaScript file. Where is it written? Bang.js. Right now it's empty. What is to be done? I wanted to write account. So here I use where account, but this account will be a function because everything is function in JavaScript. How to define a function? The keyword is function. Yes, function. I declare the function. This is the way of writing function. Now what this function will contain? This function should contain attribute, account, balance. Can I define here something called where balance? I would like to initialize this balance to something called 7,000 rupees. Okay, I declare variable. Oh, that means within a function we can declare variable 7,000. At the same time, I also wanted to write two more functions inside. So you can always write inner functions where deposit, okay, equal to function. I think this function can take parameter. How much money you like to deposit? And we'll have simple logic. Balance plus equal to that amount. Correct, no? A simple deposit method is written, but that deposit function is a part of whom? Account. At the same time, I also wanted to go back in the application and also wanted to write one more logic. That logic will be for my what? Withdraw function. See, one small change inside this application. I'm just writing withdraw function where amount is getting deducted from your balance. Right, this simple kind of things written. Now if this simple kind of things written, can you just write simple kind of code? Can you create the object of this account? Yes, I can really go back and create the object of this account. How do I create the object of this account? I can really go at the bottom and write a simple kind of sentence. Here my job is to go back and write a simple kind of sentence. The sentence will create the object of account. Accordingly, I'll come back to the code. Please try to see your microphone is off. Okay, yeah. So I'm trying to create the object of account. See, even though it is not written as a class, but still I can make a concept of inner function and function prototype and declare the variables. Write deposit function, write withdraw function, and just try to use new keyword and just give the name of this account function. I think you'll be able to see account is been available, and now I could really see the account object is going to be created. But I wanted to do some deposit or withdraw function, correct? No? So I can go back and write ACCT 123 plus deposit, and you can really go back and deposit something 5,000 rupees more. Correct, no? And I'm interested to see what is the value of it. You can just write simple send console.log program terminated netted. Simple. Now whatever lines of code I have written, I'm just copying this code and sharing this code with everyone so that you will not waste your time for typing these lines of code. Can you see your chat window? And in that chat window, I given the lines of code which is available. You just copy and paste these lines of code in your visual code or in your notepad file, and you'll have the same kind of thing in front of you. Now, if that is the kind of lines of code you also received, you have this code. You can save this code, and can you run this simple program? I like to test it's really working. Console.log. Otherwise, you can also learn how can I debug this JavaScript code. Very good. So we have a topic. I would like to understand how Node.js application can be debugged. I'm going to show that thing first. First, I will turn this account, which contains a balance, has got the deposit, has got the withdraw function, and now this file is created. I want this file to be run. It's JavaScript file. You can always run this file. Control Shift C. Now all of you personal session. So I do expect you also received my text, no, in your chat window. Copy this text, put in your own kind of notepad file or in your visual code. Save this particular file and just repeat the same kind of command the way I'm doing. So my command is node. What is the file name? Bank.js. When I press enter, something wrong. Deposit is not a function, but actually I written deposit as a function. Can you see the code which is there in front of you? Account is a function, contains balance as a data member, and deposit as you declare as operation. Withdraw you also declare here as operation. Now you are trying to instantiate or you are trying to create instance of account, and after that you are trying to invoke its method. And I'm just trying to see that thing, correct? No, but at the same time I would like to display that data. Account 123 dot, what is that? Balance. No, you can write balance, and you want to display that value. But at least when I just write this line subcode, save this file, very simplified line subcode I'm writing, save all, going to the console, CLS, clear the screen, and typing command here, node bank.js file. Oh, my program. Oh, that is the thing what we really understand. Since this is a interpreted language, interpreted programming language, you can only see your spelling mistakes, your syntactical problems during the time of executing your applications. So that is one of the disadvantage of writing JavaScript code. We have a habit of writing code in C# or in Java where we first compile, and if there is no any syntactical error, then actually we pass it this application for execution. But here we don't have like a two-phase compilation part here. Here you write a file, submit the file. When node process will start, the V8 engine will start interpreting every lines of code, and that time it finds the syntax is actually having some kind of problem. Our program is abnormally terminated and the exception has been shown to you on a screen. Does anybody know what is the solution for this? I just want to check it. Oh, very good. That means these are the functions which you are writing inside. This function need to be declared, no? We have to return this function. That means there is something called access specify I would like to submit. So accordingly, I think perfectly Nitin has given me solution. I'm just going back and taking the solution of Nitin and coming back here and just doing one small thing inside like this. What happened? You're using return block. Under the return block, this deposit and withdraw functions has been declared. And I'm saving this file. Let me make this auto save feature enable. Coming back here, taking the command CLS, writing the command node bank.js. You find program terminated? Yes, program is terminated, but I do not know whether this withdraw deposit functions got executed. So can I put the breakpoint? Yes, we can really put breakpoint in our Node.js application. And once these breakpoints are set, we can really select option called debug. Could you find there's a debug option here? Start debugging. So when I just say start debugging, okay, start debugging, something is happening behind. See, have you checked it? It asks me which is your environment to be used for debugging this code. Under this select environment, it gives me option. Do you want to use Chrome for debugging purpose, or do you want to use Node.js debugging purpose? Now, since it's my Node.js application, it is nothing to do with browser. This code is running without a browser. I'm selecting Node.js environment. As soon as I select Node.js environment, have you seen something got changed? Automatically behind there's a node process started, and your program is now been run in a debug mode. Wherever you put the breakpoint at that line, the corresponding statement has come across here. So it is now trying to create the account object, and that time it shows me call stack window, it shows me breakpoints, it also shows me some kind of watch variables where you can test the value. For example, I can really go back and take this particular variable here. I can really add a variable. I can really put ACCT 123, enter, undefined. Now I'm defining. Can I use the button here next, like a breakpoint options, F10, F11, F shift F11 for running this code? See, it is going, initializing the variable. Next, we can really find further thing. Can you see the value of your balance now? 7,000. No, I can really put that value here. I can see that value here at this moment. Yes, balance is there. Can I just go further? Next step. So use your debugging technique the way you learn in Java, in your C# programming, and take this particular work going as it is. Yes, perfectly. Now it is going in a deposit. Yes, deposit also getting called. Currently the value of that deposit is 7,000. And once this sentence get executed, value got changed to 12,000 rupees. And control again come back. And it says the program is terminated. But since we did not display that value, we are not able to interpret keywords going on. So this simple demo is trying to tell you how we can debug our JavaScript code, which is a Node.js application. How we can use Visual Code from debugging perspective. How we can set the breakpoint for this application. Correct? No? I think most of you are getting the same output. Most of you are able to debug your applications. Do let me know. Okay, Gun, you say that how do we run debugger? If you have Visual Code installed on a computer, just open a folder, write your own kind of TypeScript, sorry, your JavaScript file, correct? No, and simply put the breakpoints wherever you want and select the option debug here. Once you select start debugging option here, start debugging, then it is going to you select environment here, correct? No, and that you can just click on the option, you'll get the option, correct? No, that is the way you can always put it. So Shalu has given the snippet, she can show you how that thing can be done. Can you get the link? Correct. Deposit function having some problem. Deposit is not declare function because Shalu, you did not write a return statement inside, correct? No, have you checked it? See my code, this is missing in a part. Okay, please put this part and I think that problem will be solved. So this is the way debugging option you can select and do any kind of application. That is very, very important here thing. Attribute program doesn't exist. Node app bang.js. Gagan, you are fussing why this program doesn't exist. Node.js. I hope you are in a project where the bang.js file is created and you are using Visual Code. Yes, and if you have Visual Code, then we can put the breakpoint and just directly select option. Close if there is any another node process and no, please close that node process. There are chances sometimes your node process windows are still on. You can just click closing. Okay, no? And let this terminal Node.js execution shell will get started. In your case, Jatinder, you are getting problem called balance is not defined. Check in your code the balance is declared like this. Jatinder, I hope your problem solved. Check the balance spelling. Balance is not defined. That is the error Jatinder is trying to show me. Did you find the problem? Did you find the solution, Jatinder? Okay. You can use chat window to give me feedback. Your case, that machine is working, that program is working. you are able to run these applications. Do let me know how many people are able to type this code. I have given the snippet and you are able to run this code. I don't see your messages getting updated here. Okay, in Kamal it is working. Kamal's machine has got working state. Okay, even Jasprit says on his machine also the application getting run. Chirag's machines application is running. Okay, Puneet running. Jatinder also now working. You said good. That means almost we have find things are getting work. Gagan, I hope in your case the problem is resolved. Code is working, however, not debugging for reason. Which machine are you using? I hope you are using Windows and Node.js, or you are using like your Mac PC, Mac OS. Oh, now in Mac OS for this Visual Code debugging, there might be a different symbol available. That may the case. Yeah, I think Saurav could help you. Saurav says that on his Mac PC that is working fine. Okay, go ahead. Let me just go ahead further. So now at this moment, we have written these lines of code that is simple like writing JavaScript and writing functions. But I want to go further and I want to do one small thing here. Can I have such a kind of mechanism? What is that mechanism? If your balance, whenever you try to deposit the money, okay, whenever the money is going to be deposited, I wanted to put a condition here. The condition is if your balance, can we just do one small thing, write one simple function at this moment. I'm just going back and writing one simple function where monitor. I would like to write one function called monitor. This monitor function will have some logic to cross check the threshold values of this balance. So if I could just go back, write if statement, if balance is going to be less than 5,000 rupees, do something, else if do something, and else if condition I like to put here, which is nothing but a value trying to come across and putting something. If the value is going to be greater than 2,000, sorry, 2,50,000 rupees, do something. I'm just trying to define. If your value is going to be less than 5,000, I wanted to raise an event. So write a code to raise an event. Or even if your value is going to be above than 2,50,000 rupees, even that is a kind of like a business situation event. Raise an event. Now whenever you say that amount is less than 5,000, raise an event. That event I will call here as a under balance. And if your amount is going to be greater than 2,50,000 rupees, I think raise an event that is something called overbalance. So somehow I wanted a mechanism, dynamic behavior for my application where due to some kind of condition gets occur, raise an event. But if you want to raise an event or raise another event, I think we need to declare those two events. Okay, we really need to go back within application, and within this application we want to declare two events. One is called underbalance event and overbalance event. How do I register that event? So if you want to do that pretty work itself, I think we should do one small thing within application. That is nothing but, let us do one thing, go back and add one extra function where register event handlers equal to function, and there would be certain logic which is going to be responsible for defining my events. Okay, so I'm just going to come across and write such kind of logic where events will be defined as well as registered. So if you want to do that registration part, I think we should go back inside and use some ready-made object given by Node.js. The name of that object is called event emitter. So if you want to use event emitter, that means I should go back here, and inside this area my job is to go back and define one event emitter. So where is the event emitter? Event emitter is given out of the box as a separate class or entity. So if you want that work, that is the kind of separate module is responsible. In Node.js also, a lot of functionality has been given in the form of set of functions. This set of functions has been clubbed together by using concept called module. So what is module? Module is a logical container for reusable functionalities. So inside this program, I'm just going to one small thing and write a code like this, where events equal to require and defining something called events. So events is nothing but a ready-made module Node.js has given. So you'll ask me a question, Ravi, where these events are kept? Can you guess? This events module has been kept in your C colon program files Node.js npm folder. Pre-built functions, pre-built modules are available. I can take the advantage of it here and write this thing. I'm writing here where event require events. Once I've done that work, now I wanted inside that event there's one particular entry called event emitter. I'm declaring one variable called event emitter equal to creating the object of its using event emitter. It's a server-side programming you are trying to do here. So there's an inbuilt library called events. We are importing in C#. We always use keyword using. In Java, we use keyword imports. In Angular, I think a lot of people remember we use imports keyword, correct? No, there was a keyword called import, but in case of JavaScript, we always use keyword called require. Require is the keyword which tells us which model you like to import, and from that thing, I'm creating the event emitter object. And then once I define that particular small thing itself, I'm just going back within my code, and under this area where the register event handlers function return, I'm just going to add one simple sentence right here, something called event emitter. That is a small variable which you declare. Remember, event emitter. How do I get event emitter? Event emitter is declare on is a method which is inbuilt given to you. I need to write event emitter dot on. Define which event. The first parameters give me the string that event will represent. So I'll write here event under balance. So I'm defining under balance event. But when this event under balance will be there, if that event gets occur, which function to be called? When this event will be registered, which function will be called? I wanted on under balance event, please call a function called block account. And at the same time, also there is one more event, event emitter dot on. I'm writing code here over balance. And for that event balance, I wanted to call a function. That function, I will call it here as a pay income tax. Trying to create a business scenario, pay income tax. So when under balance event gets occur, which functions do we call? When overbalance event gets occurred, which function to be called? This is the way I declare the event, and I also register some callback functions. So for that thing, we also need to define two more extra functions like a pay income tax and pay block account. I really need to go back within this application, come back in this application, the way you written this function for overbalance, underbalance. I'm also adding two more extra functions. Look around very well. Pay income tax is a function I'm trying to declare. Block account is a function I'm trying to define, and just writing simple logic. 15% amount is deducted as a TDS from your account by order. And if the block account function gets called, you just want to display message call your account has been blocked temporarily. These are the two functions. I will call those two functions as action listeners, or somebody can call them as event handlers, or somebody can call them as callback functions. Different people use different words. Okay, no? So in our program, there's one event handler function we declare, there's another function we declare. These two functions are part of your account function, and there's one more function, monitor function. Now what is my requirement? Whenever this particular function emitter is going to call, see, whenever your emitter function is going to call, so during that time I really want it, whenever monitor, what is the thing here, if the balance is going to be less than 5,000, Can I write a simple code here? And if your balance is going to be greater than, can I write a function here? Overbalance. So what we are trying to do, we are trying to call emit function where we are specifying which event to be called. I will call this thing as nothing but trigger event. Trigger event. So I wanted whenever value is going to be less than 5,000 rupees, please trigger this particular event. Please trigger this event if your amount is going to be less than. So I'm just putting the monitor function. And can this monitor function gets call? Listen, can this monitor function gets call as soon as your amount is deducted or amount is actually, you know, that means if I have here my deposit function or withdraw function, and what I'm doing simple thing. Have you checked it? If it is withdraw, deposit, sorry, I made a mistake. See now code very well. Here is the balance. Here is the deposit function. Whenever the deposit amount is getting incremented, I'm just calling monitor function. If the withdraw function, if the withdraw is taking care of minusing that particular value, I'm calling monitor function. And now here is one more extra function I just registered. Register function event handler. At the same time, now there's one more logic of the function we are writing here inside. Look very well. I will share this code snippet with you all. But creating a business scenario. And see, here is your rest of the code. But actually we really wanted this function to be used outside, as you perfectly said that, correct? No, that means I want to expose those functions to the outside world. So the way you return a function, can I just go back and also do one more thing? I wanted this register function to be used outside. Where is that register? This one, register event handlers. Can I copy register event handlers function and under this particular switch return statement, I also this particular thing and put it so that as soon as your account object is created, I'm simply adding code acct123 dot register event handlers. The event handlers are registered, and after that you are trying to deposit a money more than 3,50,000 rupees or 3,55,000 rupees. So what you really observe, the first sentence account instance is created, second registering event handlers, third the deposit is been occurred, and we say program is terminated. If I return this code very well, let me see. This is my account function. It's a good practice while writing proper indentation. This is unnecessarily been kept. I really want it. This is to be part of my function. This is my deposit function. This is my withdraw function. This is my register function. This is my if statement. This is my else if statement. And here is my monitor function. And after monitor function, we are also writing one more function, pay income tax. Shalu, you asked me one question. The event emitter which you use Angular, that is used for passing data, but that is actually Angular part. This is a Node.js event emitter. If you remember, Shalu, in Angular, that event emitter class which you use, that class was coming from Angular/core. And at this moment, which module we have imported here? Have you checked it? Events. So even we can also write a logic where we can pass data also. Now I have written this line subcode. There was a question being asked by Shalu, ki the event emitter class which you use in Angular, and this is like a same thing where we can pass parameters. Yes, we can pass parameters also. But actually, I just want to see its working condition. Let me just try this. I will share this code snippet with you. Don't waste your time for trying this thing. I have written some line subcode. I save this whole code. and I want to run this application. So you can use run debug mode, or you can directly use this command. Node, my file is called bank. Oh, something's wrong. Unexpected token at line number 59. Can you just see line number 59? I'm getting error. Where's my line number 59? It's here. Oh, that means semicolon is missing. Then console.log. Also, please do check very well. Return statement properly close. Function properly close. And LC block op monitor. Where is the monitor's close function? Yes, fantastic. Somebody help me. Jasprit has helped me to give exact idea. There is this function has been not properly saved. Great. All of you are also going with the code walkthrough. Let me try this command again. What happened in this case? Have you checked? The message shows 15%. Sorry, the message shows me here itself at this moment that 15% income tax has been deducted from your account by order. But actually, I did not call anywhere pay income tax function. Let me just do one thing. I'm going to share this code with you all. Copy and giving this code to everyone so that you can also type this code in your computer and see it's working. Control C, copy, going to everyone's area, Control A, Control V, enter. Have you received the command code? Pay income tax function. All of you see? All are there? Take this code, put your file, bank.js file, and see, are you getting the result? Same thing. Okay, you're not getting full code. Let me just do one thing. I'll share it directly file. This is the file. The name of the file is called bank.js. Open Reveal in Explorer. I do find bank.js file. Can I just see this file? I can pass it to you all. No, I cannot copy the file and pass it to you. Everyone. Can I drag and drop the file also? Copy file. Can I go back to the chat window and share this file with you all? File I cannot paste. Okay, if I cannot paste the file, best way, let me share this whole code properly. Copy. And now again I'm putting the code. I think this chat window has some kind of limitation. We cannot type a lot of lines of code here inside. Is working? Okay, Lavish, I think you are in your machine. I think it's not working. What is the problem? Okay, it's working. Good, great. Now, whenever I do find somebody's code is not getting work, that time I could ask that person to share his screen, and then all of us can see what is the code is not working, and we can resolve the problem also. So at this moment, if you just get that code, please tell me one thing. Inside this deposit, I think we just created the instance of account, correct? No, we use a function register event handlers, and then we simply call function deposit. At this moment, if my deposit value is going to be only 35,000 rupees, now see the output again. If my values become now 35,000 rupees, and again I go back and run this particular application, node bank.js. Now this time it only says program terminated, but it did not raise any event. Reason? Because by default first time the value was actually 5,000 rupees. Sorry, 7,000. You have deposited almost 35,000 rupees. That means it's become 42,000 rupees. Now 40,000 rupees is greater than 5,000. 50,000 rupees, sorry, 42,000 rupees is also less than 2,50,000. That means no any condition is getting met. Because of that, no event is triggered. The event is triggered by using function called emit. That is why it just did not call any callback function. But if in this case, I would just go ahead one more step and do one more small work, ACCT 123, correct? No? And writing here something called withdraw function now. And in that withdraw function, I'm withdrawing almost 40,000 rupees. Please have a look now. If it has been done, I save this code, Ctrl Shift C, type this node command, giving the file name bank.js, enter. What happened? Your account has been blocked temporarily. What is happening in this whole scenario? Nowhere explicitly your pay income tax function or account block function getting called. But whenever the condition is met, automatically events are fired. And for that event, there's a corresponding registered function is getting called and the work has been carried out. So whenever any requests come from the client side, your server will respond. Whenever GET request will received at the server side, the GET event handler will be called. When the PUT request will be coming from the client side, the PUT method will be executed at the server side. Whenever POST method request will be coming from the client side, the POST event handler at the server side will be executed. That means we can really write our own Node.js program, which will have GET, POST, PUT, request. And for that request, we can really write their action handlers. Isn't it look like as we are doing MVC programming, model view control programming, but we are really doing that model view control programming in a simple JavaScript file. So for any modern, if I just say that for any modern server side programming, if something is foundation, that foundation is actually called as nothing but your Node.js. So in the Node.js, if I really go back and show this particular picture working, I'm trying to show you, here is my OS. Inside this OS, here is my node process. Now within this node process, there are two functions are declared. Block account. There's one more function declared. Pay income tax. Again, there's one more function declared. Monitor. Plus another functions are declared. Deposit. Withdraw. Plus one more function also declared here. The register event handlers. These all functions were written under a file. That file is called bank.js file. And when this bank.js file is run with the command called node, this node process is launch. And with this process is all function there. So whenever I redefine, inside the code is given call ACCT. Sorry, it's not properly been written. ACCT 123 equal to new something something something, and ACCT 123 dot register something something function, then ACCT 123 dot deposit like function pass some parameters. So what is happening? The first thing, register event handler function is actually declaring like a 2 points, and for these 2 points it is declaring like an address. So where address of the block is stored here, address of the pay income tax has been stored here, and that is what exactly we call here as a overbalance. under balance. They all are declared as event handlers of type event emitter. Correct, no? And because of that, now here is a monitor function. Under monitor function, if condition gets occur, call this event handler. Sorry, my arrow is slightly wrong. Whenever your event is getting occurred, if that is the event gets occurred, in that case, I think this particular event will be called. If this block is getting occurred, then this event will be called. So what is really happening inside this area? Function, function pointer, and here is your event emitter. Again, event emitter will again have function pointer, will point to another function, and there's the event emitter. So whenever a dot emit function will get occur, depending on this particular address will be called or this address will be called. Are we able to get something called a dynamic linking? Are we getting a concept that is something called late binding of function? Or are we getting a function something called polymorphic behavior? Because of the mechanism that mechanics call callback. So this function which I really find here, this is a callback function. Pay income tax is also a callback function. These callback functions are loosely coupled. I use word here loosely coupled. These are loosely coupled by storing the address within this particular event handle events. And now at the runtime, if the deposit functions call or withdraw function is getting called, based on the condition of that monitor, whatever you written the logic, correspondingly, dynamically the functions invoke and the work has been carried out. So Node.js application does provides us non-blocking invocation of function. That is very, very essential for a callback mechanism. And this callback mechanism is very, very important. Okay, Jatinder, you are saying, I think my voice is getting again breaking. Is it the same thing happening with everyone? Please do let me know. Kamal, are you able to listen me? Sahil, I hope in classroom it's going fine. Okay, Gagan is saying it's going fine. So here I'm trying to put everything in a diagrammatic fashion the way the program is getting worked out. This is the basic building block for any server side technology. If you say that I want to write my own web server, somebody say I want to write my own gateway, somebody say I want to write my own REST API server, somebody say I want to implement socket programming, somebody say no, I want to do file IO operations. Any kind of operations like file IO, multi-threading, multitasking, socket programming, serialization, deserialization, listening and responding for a particular message, broadcasting mechanism, one-to-one communication, peer-to-peer communication. These all kind of concepts are called communication concepts, and these all communication concepts are based on this callback mechanism. And for that callback mechanism, the foundation is actually what? Event emitter object given by events module by Node.js. So at the grassroots level, in a Node.js, event handling mechanism is provided. Because of that, now we can use this Node.js and write our own JavaScript code, which will behave like a web server. You will not require IIS, Tomcat, JBoss, Apache, Glassfish like a servers to build your web application and deploy a web application. Using this simple kind of coding strategy, I think within 15 minutes, I will show you we have got a perfect HTTP server running very well. But the foundation goes where inside events model. I hope you understood now event delegation model, publisher subscriber model. What is the word I use here? Publisher subscriber model. Please have a look about my code. If I just come across and show you my code, here is my code, which I'm writing at this moment inside this application. Correct, no? What is the code you have written under register part? Have you checked it? Event emitter on overbalance. Can I just copy this sentence and put again one more sentence and two more sentence? Whenever overbalance event gets occurred, pay income tax will be calculated. Can I write when overbalance event gets occurred, pay GST tax. Whenever overbalance event gets occurred, pay custom duty tax. Oh, government has removed now custom duty. I should not write professional tax. Now what is going to happen? For only one event, I can really register more than one event handlers. This kind of mechanism is actually called here as for one event, we can have multiple event handlers. So at this moment, if that is the work is going to happen, I think we should write those event handlers. One is called pay GST. See, pay GST. Second is called pay professional tax. See, pay professional tax. For pay GST, I'm just writing something called your GST is 18%. Writing here GST. For professional tax, I'm writing here something called 9% professional tax. And here I'm writing like income tax. Now it is 10%. Elections are coming close, so we should make happy people. So we have just done the simple kind of work. Now I'm just going back inside the code and now just trying to deposit money more than something called 4,35,000 rupees. Now please have a look. When account object is being created, deposited 4 lakh like that way. And now at this moment, I will just go back and run this program. Node, what is that? Bank.js. What happened? All three event handlers been called automatically, but actually there's only one method call. There was only one method call for deposit, but even though there is only one method call for deposit, there are three event handlers are registered for that same event. Because of that, all three functions are called subsequently. Doesn't it look like as your methods which are written here, block account, pay income tax, are nothing but subscribers? And doesn't it look like that whatever you write in your program as events, they are called as publishers? So account will publish event, underbalance, overbalance. And when these events are published, for that event, the subscriber functions are registered. And whenever the event gets occurred, those respective subscribe functions are getting called. See, it is exactly you follow someone on Facebook. Once you select option follow, what will happen? If you always come and visit your lot of friends, so I think Ravi Tamadi is also one of your friend, and you are very interested to know what is happening at Ravi's inside. So I think every time you need to come down and find the Ravi's wall and see what's happening. What you do, you select option follow Ravi. Once you select option follow Ravi, I think whenever Ravi will make any update on his Facebook page, you will automatically get notification, and you just click on the notification and you come to know what exactly Ravi said. Or it is exactly as soon as our income tax, as soon as our government increases some kind of changes in budget, automatically all banking applications tax policy will be automatically updated. We really wanted such kind of applications as a middle layer programming, as a server side programming, as a application layer programming. I think that is what you call publisher subscriber model and working fine. Correct, you know? That is why I said this is the foundation for any kind of server side technology. The same kind of concept in C++ used by using something called function pointers. The same kind of concept in C# was used by using concept called events and delegate. And the same kind of concept was implemented in Java by using concept called adapter classes or inner classes. And the same kind of concept is now you are trying to find in Node.js is implemented using event emitter, and that is given the thing. Now tell me, what is not possible by using Node.js? Anything which you do by using Java or C++ or by using C sharp, you can do it by using JavaScript, provided you have that module in your node underscore module folder. So we only say that JavaScript is the programming language is only used for validation purpose. No, JavaScript is a programming language, is done everything. Lakwinder, yes, event registration should happen only once and rest of the part will be taken as it is. You can also unregistered or re-register as per your requirement, okay, you know, but it's always good mechanism. As soon as a bank gets started, before the bank gets started, I think we just keep everything ready and then our work will get started. So registration should always happen only once, but we can also do something while working due to some kind of condition gets occur. We can also register some our another event handlers also. Yes, that is possible. That is what exactly the current application requirements we call late binding. There are two types of bindings we always come across while functions: static linking and dynamic linking. This example which I shown you, it's a dynamic linking. You can call them as early binding or late binding. And this late binding concept in Java, in C++, in C Sharp, we call them as polymorphism. Okay, you know? So Node.js gives you that basic foundation. So if somebody asks you a question, what is Node.js? Just don't give answer. Node.js is a runtime environment. Yes, it is a runtime environment. Plus, it gives us callback mechanism. Plus, it provides event delegation mechanism. Plus, it provides file IO operation. Plus, it provides socket programming. Plus, it provides HTTP web request handling. Plus, it provides database connectivity. Getting any question with event driven mechanism?